First time I heard about Urban Team was about 2008, right? Like the second month of my first year. I heard it was a good opportunity to pick up Christian service, so I was like, well, why not? Went ahead and did it. Had a lot of fun, you know. I didn't realize all those kids down there had similar backgrounds to me, uh, similar upbringings. Aggies home looked just like South Dallas. Like if you went through, you wouldn't know the difference at all. So that's always a good thing. And it's a good thing knowing that people go out there and minister to the kids like that. Because I wish I had something like that when I was young. Then I probably wouldn't be like I am now. But that's cool because I'm cool. But anywho, moving along. It was an unknown feeling I got once I started going. You know, I've helped out kids plenty of times before. Just the different feel that I got from this one. Like man, kind of like it was kind of like a pain, honestly. Like when I wasn't there, it was a pain doing it. So that's how I heard about it. That's the beginning thing. A couple experiences I had going this year in particular was going to the cookout this year. It saw a different side of the kids, you know, being in their element, you know what I'm saying, as compared to being in the center. So that it was good to just see that, you know, people they respected us more for being there. And they loved us more, and they saw that we loved them. That it wasn't just something we did because you know it was a grade or something like that. They actually felt loved seeing them outside of the World Impact Center. You know, of course, they love coming to the school, but that on the con side of this semester, we had a little incident where it was 7 adults and like 42 kids. That just, we can't do that. We got to be smart. You know, we all love them, but we have to. It has to make sense. We have to have the numbers right. We didn't even have a van. We drove a minivan to go pick the kids up. So I don't know how we had 7 people all of a sudden. The next time we had Bible club, we had about 15 helpers, which is doubling. So I don't understand that at all. But it was around daylight savings time too, so it gets dark like around 7. Before 7, it got dark like at 6:30. Before 6, it got dark like at 5 that day. So and a lot of the kids are a little dark, so that was hard to find. We had all kinds of issues that day, but we didn't get to do our lesson. And I hate to say it, but I said we shouldn't go before we even left campus. But the good thing about that is once again they appreciated it. They took advantage of us greatly because they knew it was outnumbered. They were being extremely bad, very horrible. Pretty much, they misbehaved a lot. But going back to the pro side, um, when we go to their apartments, when we don't go, and we at least let them know that we are not going. Hey, we're not going. We hang out with them for a little bit with the little people that we have. So if we can't have Bible club, we go. Hey, we go holler at them still. So that's another plus in our book, in our side. And I wish we could live out there, kind of like how they did the ministry for Word Impact, how you described it out of the ashes, how they were there like every day of the week. You know, so if we was there every day of the week, we could have the biggest impact in these kids' lives. I mean, we work as much as we can on Sunday, but you know, by Tuesday they didn't forgot about Sunday. You know, Tuesday problems got Tuesday problems. We can just handle Sunday problems. You know, that's what Jesus say. Worry about tomorrow problems when tomorrow get there. So we can only handle today's problems today. When tomorrow problems hit them, we'll be here and they'll be there. So I really wish we could do that and go into the apartments when we normally don't have it, or even just on a side day just to go say hi. You know, you never realize how much a little kid just a smile. Maybe hey, you know, in front of the friends who don't go to Bible club, they hey, oh, this is my friend from Bible club. You know, the people who be the meanest at Bible club will be the nicest outside of it. I have no clue how that happens, but it does. You know, and that's love, really, love unexplainable. So if something happened like that unexplainable and it's good, nah, I'm just gonna chalk it up as love. Moving on back to the cons. One bad thing about urban team, when we have our meetings, they're very how can I say this in the nicest way? A lot of times they're unproductive and repetitive. We go, well, what good happened? We all know what good happened. We preached the gospel. We taught the kids a Bible lesson. We spent some time with them. We fed them. What? Duh. What bad happened? Mm, People got into it. You know, had a little fights. Okay, what we doing next week? Who's gonna teach what? The same people. Every once in a while we talked about events. With the events, we're like extremely cool. I love the events. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later with the pro side of it things. And I really feel like we could have handled the meetings through email, like through text messages, something like that, because those meetings were pretty much a waste of time. We could have spent that time just in prayer. Maybe we should, switch that to just a prayer time. We get together and pray for the kids. Not that we don't, outside of being there anyway. But anywho, going back to the pro side of things, I really feel like we're instilling the kids to preach the gospel themselves because we're going into there and there's more kids coming. And I know it ain't the food. We cooking hot dogs every week, or we had pizza. So they're not coming for the food. They're not coming for the playgrounds because the playgrounds in their apartments are better than the ones we had in the center. So I mean, they coming for the right reason. So that's always a good thing. I mean we doing good. You know, we ain't got what we want to be yet, but we doing great. And the kids are responding to everything, and they're telling their friends. So they doing what we doing, just better maybe. A couple more things on the pro side. Well, cons, excuse me. There's a division between the Linway and the Rosemont. This is the single most biggest problem we have. And I was trying to see what I could find muster up a solution myself, and it's just hard. Especially with the books. When I first saw the book of No Quick Fix, I'm like, okay, there's no way we're gonna come up with a solution this semester. It takes time, it takes healing, and it's just not no solid one thing to do. It's just a bunch of events. The answer is love, but how? It's a bunch of different steps you got to go through to get this division broken. Especially the fact that the division is because of something that the kids are so little that they don't even remember happening themselves. They just know it because they were told it. So it's a horrible thing to be divided by. I mean, I'm not going to fight somebody. Well, the mind state I am now, because it's similar back to my upbringing. We had a similar reason to fight people from down the street, but it doesn't really make sense to fight. Be at war with somebody that you don't even know, that you go to school with too at the same time. So you just, oh, he from Linway, them funky Rosemont kids. That we gotta cut that out. And I feel like it's our responsibility to do it. Because when they in the element, it's not gonna happen because it's common there. We gotta make them say, look, the world is bigger than your neighborhoods. This is not common. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. It's not common, and it's not right. But on the pro side, which doesn't have this one doesn't have anything to do with the kids. It has more to do with the team. We're gelling a little bit better. We still have issues within each other, but we don't let those issues stop us from loving the kids. You know, and it shows. With the growth, we didn't have growth, this kind of growth in the past couple of years simply because we were at war with each other. And people would argue in front of the kids, and then the kids would think they can argue with each other. And what can we tell them? We arguing with each other too. These kids not foolish. They see it. So that hurts a lot. But all in all, this semester has been proven to be probably the toughest, but the best fruits and produced out of everything. And that just goes to show you that to whom as much is given, much is required. So I definitely feel that scripture. I definitely feel the whole this harvest is a plentiful, but the laborers are few. Because we definitely need more help to get these kids off. And We've had some baptisms. We have some good things. We got some people talk about baptism is just great. I don't care if it's the smallest of talks, but talk about baptism is great. And I talked to a couple of them about it. I haven't talked them into it yet, but I have talked to them a couple about it. They're not sure, and I don't want them to do it unless they're 100% sure myself. So that'll be the best thing. All in all, I think we're headed in a good direction. You know, we have a couple leaders leaving due to graduation, and they're going to be going off to their careers. So salute to them. But we have a great young people ready to step up and take care of it. So I have no kind of worries about the kids. I figure I see them on TV one day, at least one, and I'll be like, you know what? I used to teach Jesus to this youngster. So all in all, great year. Thank you for your time.